often.
Can't do that nowadays.
No.
Can't get your rocket out.
No. His pocket rocket. It's so disgusting to look at.
It really
Like a
is.
dog's penis is the worst. Even though she's only got one eye.
Yeah.
If she closes it quickly and opens it back up again, I shouldn't have done that to her. She's just looking at me now. Would you consider that a blink or a wink?
Fucking Jade asked this last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, does she blink or wink? See, I think she still blinks because when she blinks, as in winks, technically, her other eyelid still moves.
Yeah.
The closed one. So even though like this eye will go like a full close and open, this one obviously does nothing. But you'll see the brow just go like...
Yeah.
So she'll go like...
Because dogs do wink as well. Like, they do
Yeah.
blink and wink. Ozzy likes to wink at me all the time.
Yeah.
I call him out on it. Like, you can't do that nowadays, mate.
Heard that.
Yeah. Cat calling.
With his rocket out.
Oh, mate.
Can't do that
so
now-
often.
Can't do that nowadays.
No.
Can't get your rocket out.
No. His pocket rocket. It's so disgusting to look at.
It really
Like a
is.
dog's penis is the worst.
It is one of the worst things, yeah. I forgot, like, because obviously they're both girls.
Yeah.
They're the only dogs I've personally owned. Like, obviously I've had dogs as a kid. And then I went to see my mum not long ago, and she's got a little Chihuahua boy.
Yeah.
And she was holding him, like, just up here under her arm, and I could just see his little pinky coming out, and I was like, fuck, oh, disgusting.
They're horrible.
The worst bit about...
We absolutely shouldn't have eaten straight
Shouldn't have eaten
before.
just before this. The worst thing about Chihuahuas' penises is that they're fucking ginormous compared to the Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Like, Chihuahua will be like, yeah, big, and then the penis is like this big. So it's like, it's a good, like, it's like quarter of the dog is penis length. It's mental.
Yeah, it's good going.
Yeah.
Like, most penises aren't great.
Imagine if your penis was quarter length.
It would be useless, wouldn't it? Other
Why?
than, like, it would impress guys, but no one else.
No woman would have come to you.
No.
No, you'd have that one weirdo who'd be like, yeah.
Well, core of your body is as good as waist to knee, innit? As good as. Not exactly.
It's a weird way to do it. You could have went knee to foot.
My dick's not from my knee to my foot, though, is it? I might as well go from where my dick is.
Oh, so you're saying it would end at your knee, yeah.
Would it?
You are right, yeah, about a quarter is, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, that's about a foot and a half down.
Even if that's less, that's still an immensely large penis.
It's too much.
It's too much, yeah. It's too much to handle.
Even if it was that big, like, everything would be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Hey! That was unintended. It was unintended, but I'll take it.
That was good. It would, though. Everything. Trousers.
Yeah.
Trousers. Right. If you had a humongous penis like that, would you tuck it down the leg or up the back?
I think I'd go up the back.
I was thinking that.
Although
But
that's
then if
not
you
comfy.
sat down, you're going to sit on your penis.
Yeah, but if it's big enough, it'll be like sitting on a sausage-shaped cushion.
True. On a hot day when you're really sweaty, you'd sit down and that penis would just...
Imagine how much stuff you could fit in your foreskin if your dick was that big. Like, someone else's penis.
Yeah.
Like, my penis would probably fit in the foreskin of that.
I'm not basing this on any fact in the slightest, but I think if you had a penis that big, would you just have to get circumcised? Don't know
Why?
why. I don't know.
It's all going to be in proportion and ratio, isn't it?
What is not?
Well,
I
then
just
that's a
feel
whole
like if
different
your
thing.
dick's that big, the skin's going to just be a bit tighter.
Why?
Don't know. I don't know.
Like, if you versus a toddler's arm, they're still arms. They still work the same, even though they're different sizes. It all goes up in proportion.
Like I said, I'm not basing this on any fact. I was just saying. Maybe you'd have to get a little snip. I don't know.
Yeah, cut half of it off. Make it
Yeah.
workable.
Did you see that thing about the baby the other day that was born with two penises? And the doctor removed the bigger one.
Mate, you'd be fucking
Yeah.
raging. You get older and they're like,
The worst bit is you're going to get to like 9 or 10 and just be like, Mummy, what's this scar next to my willy? And she'll be like, you used to have another penis.
You used to have another enormous penis.
And then you're going to go, oh, right, okay. And then when you get to about 14, 15, you're going to go, Mum, what was that about me getting my other penis removed? And she's like, oh, you got your other penis. When you're mature enough, she'll sit you down and say, so you got your other, Dad, you know.
Yeah.
You got your penis removed. And then the first question would be like, well, what did it look like?
Yeah, that's my first
Yeah.
question. I want to know
What did it look like?
Are there pictures of it?
Nah.
Because the only thing I can think of is that it was bigger, but it was like mutated
That's what I'm thinking.
or like weird.
Yeah, I think the headline was like definitely a what do you call it? Bit.
Yeah.
Like,
They said it was the bigger one that got taken off, but like maybe it had like a knee in it or something.
maybe it was just bigger wide widthways. Maybe it was just absolute chode.
He had like a dick, and then next to it was like a plate,
Like a mushroom.
a plate dick, side plate. Oh, that's weirder, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it was two regular penises and you cut the bigger one off, that doesn't make sense. Like the parents wouldn't do that, I don't think.
What? Are you?
If I had a son,
The parents don't have a say.
they do have a say.
I don't think they do. I think the surgeon would say this is what is the best decision.
Yeah, some micro penis surgeon. That surgeon's a fucking hater. That's what happened there. He's tiny dick, and he's doing surgery on children.
I'm not going to
Touching
argue.
their
I'm not going to
penises.
argue. You're probably right. Yeah.
Because if I was a surgeon with a small dick, and then someone said, this kid's got two dicks, one of them's well bigger than yours.
All I can
mate."
think is it's got to be deformed dick on one side. It's got to be.
Yeah,
Must have been deformed. Or the only other thing is like maybe he had a normal dick, which was little, but then maybe he had like it was like to the side quite aggressively or something like that.
Bit of side dick.
Yeah, so maybe they were just like, get rid of that one. You can have a nice, small, straightforward dick. It'll make him more comfortable for life. There'll have been a reason.
There must be a good reason, yeah. Because obviously the bait line is that the
Yeah.
bigger ones got taken off.
Yeah.
Yeah, not ideal though. Not an ideal
It's
situation.
not ideal.
I'd search it, but I would be searching for pictures of a baby's penis. And like, yeah.
Let's not look at babies' penises. Let's not Google baby penis either.
No. I can show you some pictures. Yeah.
I mean, well, no, you've got a daughter, haven't you?
No, there's probably pictures of my baby penis.
There's pictures of mine.
Yeah.
I've got them in a drawer at home.
Can I see them?
Not like just that.
It's not even your body. It's just a picture, a Polaroid of your, like there. It's like that far away. Just genitals. Nothing else.
Yeah. Just a repeat of them. So here's the drawer of my baby penis.
This is very distracting, but there is a squirrel, could be a rat, climbing around in that bush.
Oh, yeah.
And it was
I saw the reminiscence of it.
It was very exciting.
I think it was a rat.
I'm pretty sure it had two penises.
Imagine if he came through the letterbox.
Showing his little rat dicks.
Yeah, I've got pictures of my baby penis.
I love it if your mum had just all the Polaroids and she could just tell you apart.
This is when he was 3.
This is Daryl. This one's Paul.
This one's Gary.
I'd say one of your sister's names, but I don't know what the names are. So
Tyne and Kim.
it was a joke about there being
They haven't got penises.
The joke would have been about penises.
I see.
I've already forgotten the name. Sorry.
Tyne and Kim.
Tyne.
Tyne.
Do it again.
Tyne. What?
Like Newcastle upon.
Yes.
Oh right.
Spelled the same way. Tyne. The River
That's
Tyne. Because Newcastle upon Tyne is the river.
Yeah, I
Tyne.
wasn't joking. I wasn't trying to make some silly joke. I was
Shut the
trying
fuck
to
up.
understand what it was. Sorry.
She did get bullied horrendously for that name.
Why?
Because the River Tyne runs from Newcastle through Teesside.
Yeah, that is true. It is pretty close.
So-
It'd be like being called Thames and living in London.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's a cool name.
Everyone
Fucking
calling
cool
you
name.
Thames.
I think it's better than Daryl. It's better than Paul.
It's more
I
interesting.
think my brother's got the shittest name, Paul. He definitely watches us as well. His name's shit, Paul.
I have no feelings towards the name.
It's
Paul.
not a bad name. It's just it's the most basic. Because Kim's name's Kimberly. I quite like Kimberly.
Yeah.
Obviously, it gets shortened to Kim, which I also like. But I think Kimberly's a nice name. Tyne's, it's a weird name, but it's not too weird. It's all right. I think Daryl's all right. It's a bit weird. I was going to be called Connor.
Yeah.
My middle name's Connor.
You weirdly would have suited Connor.
And I was just going to be Connor. Just Connor Watson.
I thought no Watson either, just like a Sting or Madonna.
I'm going to call him Connor.
And the surname, leave it blank. Not
Just
necessary.
Yeah.
Me and my brothers have all got Irish names. None of us are Irish. There's no Irish in my family.
No heritage?
Nope.
Just-
the
just
genetics,
loves it.
everything. Just nothing Irish. All Irish names.
My cousin, I can't remember the names because of what I'm about to tell you, but she's got 3 boys, and all their names begin with J.
She
So it's like Jack, Josh, and John.
Mormons? Is it
No.
Mormons that have that?
No, she's not Mormon at all.
There is a religion that they do that, isn't there? Jeremiah,
Oh.
Jezebel. I don't think Jezebel's one.
Oh.
Because there's one of those like
never heard
the
of this.
large families on TV shows where they have like
Yeah.
20 kids, and then they just try and get a camera crew in there somehow. There was one of them where every single kid's name began with J.
Fuck.
Like after like 5, surely you're running out.
Yeah.
Have you not seen the shows?
No.
With all the kids in them, no?
It rings a bell, but I don't know if I'm thinking of Simpsons.
There's like
You know,
there's only
that's-
3
you know-
kids in the
You know
Simpsons.
Cletus and Simpsons?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
he brings all his kids out.
Cletus, get off that damn
Yeah.
roof. Don't make me get the hose.
Like, I don't know if I'm literally thinking of that, and that's why I'm thinking maybe I have seen it. I don't think I've seen it.
What it is, it's like there's a family and they've got a normal amount of kids plus far too many kids.
Right. Lots of kids.
Too many.
I've seen the British one.
Yeah, well, there's like
It's-
23,
they're not like-
24 of them or
They're not
something.
Mormon or anything, though.
No, I don't think so.
Dad just makes pies.
Yes.
Did
yeah,
you-
you have seen it then.
What?
That is what it is.
They're not Mormon or anything, though.
No, I'm not saying they're Mormon.
That's what you said.
No, to the Jays. There was an American one where they were Mormon and every single kid had a name Jay. But we're going to the UK one because I've seen the UK one too.
Oh, right. I thought
23 kids in counting.
I thought you were saying they were the same. I think they're on 24 now.
It's the same kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting
Just
way off.
fucking buy him a television. Do
Did you
something.
ever think at any point when you saw him saying he makes pies, but yet he can feed 24 children with zero help from the government? Did you ever think, so what drugs are you also laundering? Because
I did think that.
how the fuck does a man who makes pies, like how many pies can you feasibly make? Like, let's do this right. Because I remember very specifically, he said he works 5 or 6 days a week, but he just does mornings. He goes in at like, it is like crack of dawn, it's like 6 a.m., 5 a.m., and he bakes pies until like midday, 1 p.m., packs pies, sends them off, and he said he's always home by 3 o'clock for the kids coming home from school. I remember this quite specifically. Obviously, I might be wrong in some, well, but like it's a very vague, but like he definitely works mornings. How many pies can you make in that much time? Even if you're like production line in those cunts, like, because I remember he crimped them all by hand and shit.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
I would.
It wasn't like it wasn't just if he was in a factory, obviously observing a fucking conveyor belt doing everything, just going, yes, there's 1,000 pies being made every 36. Like, yeah, I would get that, but he was doing them all by hand. I remember he was putting them all in the oven by himself and shit. And I'm like,
yeah, but was that just for TV that he was doing that? And then normally there's a production line, and he's normally like, yeah, it's quite artisan the way I make pies.
that is very, very true, actually. Yeah, he could have been trying to sell more of his pies.
Yeah.
I make them all by hand, as you can see.
Yeah.
Fucking production shop in the background behind the window.
Like Handmade Burger Company.
Some children
That pisses
crying.
me off.
Help me, mister!
Yeah, Handmade Burger Company.
Uh,
Yeah, how else do you make burgers? Like,
What do you mean?
because you have to put the burger together. Of course it's handmade. All the burgers are handmade. McDonald's burgers are handmade, if you look at it that way.
Hand fried. Because McDonald's burgers come pre-cut and flattened
Ah, yeah, I see.
with paper, so they literally just take them.
Yeah,
So that's not handmade.
that is true.
And their mix is made in a factory, whereas some people do literally mix like a grinder by hand. So that would be handmade, technically.
Grinders there, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lazy.
But honestly, how many pies could you make? Like, even if you're a pro, I'm like, I think
In how many hours? 6 till 12 plus 3. 9 hours, maybe.
that,
9,
no,
10
that's
hours.
including like all the packing and admin and shit. So it's like, it's more like baking and prep, all of it. Do you know what I mean? So I reckon, like, even if you're a pro, like, what, 250?
Maybe.
That seems excessive.
That's a lot of pies.
But then 250 pies, like, I assume, so obviously he doesn't own, he didn't seem like he owned a cafe, so he's selling these pies wholesale to like corner shops and shit, or little cafes,
Yeah.
something like that. The pies in those places are only ever like £2 is an expensive one. If I went to a corner shop and a pie was £2, I'm like, the fuck, this better be handmade. Like, normally like £1.50. So what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, if he makes 250, he's going to have to be selling them wholesale for probably, 50p? So if you make a good wage, like 250, 50p, so it's 125 quid a day. Which is a decent wage. It's a very good wage, but not for a family of 24, and not for the fucking house they've got.
They must have some money kicking about somewhere.
It's a stacked out house. It's huge.
Also, how sick are those kids of pies?
Can you ever get sick of pies?
I think if your dad makes pies for a living, you're going to get sick of pies fairly quick.
I don't think you can, you know.
If your dad was ran a fish and chip shop, there's only so long that fish and chips is fun for.
I don't think I can get sick of food.
You couldn't get sick of eating the same thing. We said about ordering food earlier, and I said I wanted to get tortilla, and you said, well, I would do, but I had that 3 days ago.
Yeah, I'm more just meaning variety.
You weren't happy about twice in a week, but you're okay eating pies every single day.
If it's given upon me, yeah. That's the difference.
I was paying for it.
You did pay for it, actually. I need to pay you back for that.
No, you don't.
I'm not going to, because I paid for the last fucking 4 times.
Yeah, you pay all the time.
I do pay all the time. But,
yes, a lot of kids.
You're saying free pie, though.
I am saying free pie.
Free pie.
And maybe there's some variation in the pie.
I'm not going to get sick of free pie.
Yeah, I
wouldn't get sick of anything that was just free, given to me. Like, oh, here you go. I'll be like, fucking yeah. Chippy every day, but
don't look a gift horse pie in the mouth.
Yeah. You ungrateful little shit.
That is... I've seen that. I don't know what other... There's loads of those kinds of shows. I don't know why I was watching it. I think Debs was watching
That's definitely one of those... Did you ever watch Mitchell and Webb look?
Yeah.
That's one of those, you know the Mitchell and Webb look sketch where Robert Webb has it just says like he has a giant deformed penis or something.
I don't remember this.
Do you not remember this?
No.
I might be misquoting this, but it's like it's a fake advert for a documentary about Robert Webb, and it's him voiceover and going like, and today we have so-and-so with his giant deformed penis, and we're going to show you lots of gory photos of it. You better watch at 5 o'clock on Friday. There's going to be so many photos of his penis and how deformed it is. And it's obviously just that whole like
an embarrassing bodies thing.
Yeah, like poverty porn and like all those other kind of, things that are just like gross, but you're like, oh yeah, I want to watch the poor, the needy, and the disabled. And it's just that urge to watch mad shit.
Oh, that fucking printer.
Printer, man.
Mad shit. Everything's going off.
Rats in bushes.
Rats in bushes.
At least the dogs are being good.
Printers. Yeah. They're the least of our worries somehow. I don't know how that's happened.
But yeah, I think it's just that urge to watch, like, shit that's different from yourself.
That sounds like an embarrassing bodies kind of thing. I don't watch that, though.
Embarrassing bodies is one of the maddest things on TV.
I haven't showed a doctor this, but I'm going to show everyone this.
I still don't understand. I understand some circumstances, because some people... Well, some people it's not severe. Some people it's like just such little things that it's like you can see them walking down the high street and then someone's saying like, have you got an embarrassing thing? And they're like, oh, well, this is a bit weird. And then them, oh yeah, come on in. And then it's like, just bad psoriasis or something.
Yeah.
But then some things, you can see like the people looking at it like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get you sorted. How long have you had this problem? 25 years. Right, okay, cool. And
he's like, I knew one day I'd bump into a doctor on the high street and have it recorded and shown to millions of people, and then it would be fixed.
But from my own experience, I had a thing up my nose for 10 years, didn't I? And it's like, these things do happen.
That's what happens if you sniff a bag of cocaine too hard.
Yeah.
You lose the bag up there.
Yeah.
Does that count as like poverty porn? That kind of stuff?
No, I was bringing up poverty porn because it's the same. I think it's the same kind of gratification as a normal person to watch that stuff.
It's a very much.
You watch poverty porn to be like, oh, look how hard done they are. Look how the other half lives, kind of bullshit.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And it's the same kind of thing as like, like Undateables. We watch, disabled people. I don't know why I'm doing this. Like they are disabled.
They are disabled. Yeah.
We watch disabled people go on dates to see how they interact and how they live and stuff.
Yeah.
And it is that kind of like just a look on something you don't see that often. I think
there's some positives to that though.
I think Undateables is brilliant.
I don't think that's as like exploitive. I think that it probably is to some degree, but I think there's also like it helps people understand more.
I don't think a lot of this is. I don't think any of these things I'm bringing up are exploitive. Like I don't think poverty porn is exploitative.
I think
If it's done right, yeah, obviously it can be horrific. But if it's done right, it raises awareness and it does show you how the other half live, and it makes you think differently.
That's
like a
what
lot of great
Davis
examples
does.
are documentaries about the homeless. They make you see things differently. One of my favorite documentaries about the homeless, ironically, isn't about a homeless man, but it's that one that I can't remember his fucking name. It was on Channel 4. It was a guy that lived homeless for I think it was like 6 weeks or something. Like he lived as a homeless, but like slept rough and lived homeless for like 6 weeks. No money on him. Like he left all his shit behind, and he just told you all the ins and outs, which are things you don't think about. One of the main things that sticks with me from that is he said that obviously he experienced extreme generosity from the homeless and from the public and from soup kitchens. Like everything, he said everything was so generous, which he said was amazing. He said one of the minor things he fucking hated was that nobody gave him healthy food.
All right.
Everyone was giving him like chips, kebabs, just a quick sandwich. Anyone that would leave, like, would be, oh mate, I got you this from Tesco. It was always like crisps, chocolate, energy drinks. Because I think as a person, you probably go, oh, they need some chocolate and some energy drinks and this and that. And he was like, I want some fucking vegetables.
I absolutely wouldn't think about giving a homeless person a salad.
This is what he said. And I get it. I do get, obviously he was a sober homeless person. Obviously a lot of homeless people aren't sober. They probably don't want fucking salads.
No.
They probably just want something quick and easy. Like heroin.
A few tins.
But also, I just want a disclaimer. I just always give homeless people money.
Yeah.
I hate these people that are like, oh, you don't give them that. They're just going to spend it on drugs.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, what the fuck would you spend your money on if you're homeless? Let them spend it on drugs.
I hope so.
I know this is a wildly controversial opinion, but I stand by it strongly because they'll come off drugs if and when they want to.
Yeah.
And I don't see them as like people like, oh, they're a burden to society. I don't give a fuck, man.
No, I'd give them money as well.
I'd rather give them money and then they can at least not struggle for that day than the next day and the next day, and then they can sort themselves out in 2 years, 3 years, whenever they fucking want to. Until then, I'll just keep helping them. I'll help their habit if that's what you want to call it, but they're going to get it anyway.
He'd have been the only homeless man with a camera crew with him, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, a lot of the homeless community didn't want to touch him. A lot of them were like, fuck off. Like, don't come. But then some of them were very friendly.
So would you, wouldn't you? If you've been homeless, even for a little while, anything longer than 6 weeks, essentially. If you've been homeless longer than he's going to try be homeless, it's got to be to some degree offensive.
So when I was in uni and college, I was really into photography. I did my fucking BTEC. So I did fine art at college, but I did my BTEC, which is your side hustle thing in photography. I really enjoyed it. I got really into photography. And then for college and uni, I just started like photographing the homeless. I don't know why. It was just something I got attracted to. I have a strong place in my heart for homeless people. I don't know why.
Polaroids of their penises?
No. We'll see what you did there. But I just started photographing them. I started like photographing where they, like didn't get to know a few of them, but I would befriend one of them for an afternoon kind of thing and just be like, do you mind me like documenting you and whatnot? And then some of them I was just like, I remember I took my camera like everywhere I went, and when I was seeing my ex in Scotland, I would go to Scotland and I would walk up like Edinburgh, and any homeless person I meet, I'd be like, do you mind if I just take a portrait of you? Like, is that okay? Some of them would be like, no, I'd rather you didn't. And they would say like, my family don't know I'm homeless. So, and then someone would be like, what are you going to do with these photos? And I was like, it literally is. It's like an art project. So the furthest it'll ever go is I might draw you. And some of them were like, yeah, that's cool, but like, just don't publish the photos anywhere. And I'd make like a little note of not to do that one and stuff like that. And some of them would point back like, no. But in doing so, I got to talking to loads of them. Sometimes I just sit and chat to them, obviously. Because I'd say like, I'd obviously, the first thing I'd say is, can I take a photo of you? I'll pay you. I'll happily pay you if you want, or if you want some food. But I remember 2 guys were like, just sit and chat to me, please. And I was like, really? And they're like, yeah, just sit and chat to me. Like, nobody. I remember one of them was in Newcastle. I was living there at the time. And it was like under this bridge. And he just said, can you sit and chat to me? Because nobody's talked to me all day at all. And it was 6 p.m.
That's wild.
And I was just like, fucking hell, man. Like, all you want is me to talk to you. That's really fucking sad. Sorry to take us in a completely sad direction, but yeah. I just love homeless people. And I'll give them money all day long. That's all I'm saying. And I'll chat to them. I love chatting to homeless people.
And take pictures of their penises.
Occasionally. If they're consenting.
Yeah. That's
Show
very
me your
sweet of you.
penis. I just love homeless people. I got talking to someone in the train station, like, my train was late, and then he came over and he asked me for money, and I was like, I think I just said to him, like, I'll give you some money, man. Like, but he had this fucking horrific abscess on his cheek. And before I could even say it, I just went, whoa, what is that on your face? And he was like, I've got an abscess. And I was like, mate, go get that checked out. Like, that shit can kill you. And he was like, yeah, I'm trying, but like, I need money to get a fucking taxi. And like, obviously, you hear these things all the time. Like, I need money to do it. And I'm like, yeah, you're also probably just wanting heroin.
Yeah, because like, you could just walk into a hospital.
No, he did tell me. So he said, I need money to get a taxi to go to the hospital. Because he said the walking dentist place is not in the city centre.
Oh, right.
It's somewhere else. And then, so I was like, he sat down with me. I chatted to him for a bit. Just had a little chat with him. And then I gave him some money. And he rang someone straight away. And I was like, what's that? And then he went and waited outside. And then I went outside because I was waiting for my train. My train got cancelled. I went to get a taxi, and then he was at the taxi bit, and I said to him, like, you going to the hospital? And I was kind of like calling his bluff, and he went, yeah, mate, look.
What's this?
He had a taxi app.
He had a taxi app?
Yeah.
How did he charge his phone?
Homeless people charge their phones everywhere.
Just everywhere.
Have you not seen on the side of...
the old everywhere place?
No, on the side, well, for one, McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
You always see homeless people at McDonald's. No, on the side of, advertisement signs. Have you not seen on the sides of them?
No.
There's USB ports.
Is there?
And computers. Have you not seen this?
I don't go out much.
They're kind of made for homeless people. You can make like free calls on them for like 30 seconds and stuff.
That is good.
So you know like those rolling advertisement things? Yeah. Well, now they're digital. Yeah. On the sides of nearly all of them, there's little USB ports and a little screen to make like a quick little free phone call.
I had no idea about that.
It's for like kids and homeless people. There you go. The more
I had no idea.
So yeah, most homeless people have phones.
I've seen people with phones.
Because obviously nowadays
you've got a phone, mate. So
like nowadays you don't even need a SIM card.
Well, yeah.
You don't need to pay for a phone. You just need to get a phone for 30 quid or steal it. And then...
Or steal it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's free. You steal a phone.
It is a lot cheaper to steal it.
Well, I'm just saying if I was homeless, I'd steal a fucking phone.
Steal a house.
Yeah. But no, you just need the phone and then connect to Wi-Fi.
Which you could just sit outside of McDonald's and do that.
Yep. And then order your taxi. But yeah, he showed me and he was going to a...
Embarrassing Bodies. Is that how this all ties together?
Yeah.
He was walking down the high street and then he walked into one of those Embarrassing Bodies things.
Yeah. But I remember texting Machine straight away and was like, told her the whole thing, and I was like, I totally thought you were just going to go get heroin more money. Like, I told you, I was like, here you go. It was like, I was like, please get the abscess sorted. And he was like, I will. And he was like, okay. I'm just going to go ring someone. And I thought, oh, God, he's definitely just going to spend that on heroin. But obviously, I was like, I don't blame you, whatever. And then he didn't. And I thought, that's really
he probably
good.
Got a taxi to the hospital, ran in and stole a load of morphine.
Plot twist, I saw him 3 weeks later and the abscess was gone. Couldn't remember his name, so I didn't say hi to him. But I saw him and his face was fine.
You're amazing.
So I was like, he definitely got that sorted, which made me feel good.
You're incredible. One day,
I am amazing.
In thousands of years' time, they're going to say there was a magic man called Daryl, and he would walk around the high street just healing people's ailments with his kindness and generosity. And they'll write a book about it.
I mean, I'm not that great because I totally doubted this guy and thought he was just going to buy crack.
Yeah, but that bit always gets left out of the
text. Yeah,
later.
True. They just skip to the end and I fixed his face.
Yeah.
Fixed his face.
Basically, the euphemism for that is to break someone's face.
Yeah.
Because you say, I'm going to fix his face, as if to say, I'm going to punch him in the face.
That is true, yeah.
And actually, you did the reverse of that. But that will go in the book too. And then people can fight over the meaning of that for years and years and years.
Yeah.
That would be really good. You're amazing.
Thanks.
Absolutely incredible.
I hear some screaming behind my head.
Nah, it's just people walking past.
Fucking people. Unless they're homeless.
I don't like these domesticated humans. They're the worst.
I do hate domesticated humans. Students in particular.
Well, what an area to open up a shop in. Studentville.
That's why I'm so glad I stepped back. I don't hate all students, just most.
Just the ones that are studying.
I think I've talked about this already on here at
Have
some
you?
point. I don't know. I hated students even when I was a student. I don't know if I've talked about this before.
I have no feelings towards students. I don't think we have, but...
I'm not saying all, but most students I meet are annoying. Most students I lived with were horrific.
Is this not just because of the age difference?
The age
that you find? Yeah, because you're older than students.
No, but this is what I'm saying, even when I was a student, and I was the same age as them. So I was 18 and they were 18.
Yeah, but like when you were 18, you were like narc, so...
That plays heavy into it, yeah. I hate drunk culture, so they annoyed me that they just...
Drunk culture? People actually calling that... Is that a thing? Drunk culture,
yeah.
Drunk culture is a thing?
Drunk culture, yeah.
Fuck me, man.
Drinking culture, drunk culture, it's all... Yeah. You've heard of drinking culture, surely?
Nah.
Well, that's just pubs. Drinking culture.
Why do they have to have
clubs.
names for this stuff?
Because it's a problem.
Is it?
In my opinion.
Yeah, but you're 10 years sober.
I think most people should be more sober.
Why?
I'm not someone that is like, pro-prohibition. I don't think we should get rid of alcohol, but I do think, especially the way the UK consumes it, is fucking horrific.
Probably.
That's my opinion.
That's someone's voice, that is.
Suck a dick. I think shit.
So the people in your religion aren't going to have alcohol either? That's
Hell no. If I had a religion, no alcohol.
And every disciple is going to have like an X on their chin. That's their thing. It's like where some of them carry crosses or whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone has to get an X tattooed on their chin.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be smiling this hard about this. You love this, do you?
That'd be great, yeah. What? Do I think it'd be better if everyone was sober? Yeah. I think that'd be great.
It was more the controlling. You would make a great taskmaster.
I would, to be fair, yeah.
We could do a shit version where I'm Alex Horn. That is pretty much the characters we play on TikTok.
It is, to be fair, yeah. I am the domineering, aggressive.
Yeah.
And you're this pathetic little worm.
I made up the characters and it still hurts.
Hey, it's hard to play my character.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
It is.
It's shit tons easier.
It's hard being that mean to you.
No, it's not. Don't bullshit me. It's
kind of
easy.
Kind of a sweet release. Screaming at you.
I love Taskmaster.
Same. I was hoping you were going to say that.
It's arguably one of my favourite TV shows ever.
I'm trying to think of my favourite task. Have you got a favourite task ever? Is there a task where you're like, oh, that was a good one?
Yeah, I like the ones where they do it just to one person. They're my favourite.
Oh, that is the best one.
Just any time they do that to someone.
Who was the one?
Josh Widdicombe kept getting them, didn't he? Was it Josh Widdicombe? They were making him count how many beans were in a tin.
Oh, that was great.
What annoyed me, I watch Taskmaster and I get so frustrated that they're not coming up with the simplest solutions.
Yeah. Like
the one where they have to measure around the caravan in how many beans round a caravan. And like no one just works out how long a bean is and then measures it and divides it. Like, what? There's people sticking beans to the side of a caravan trying to work it out. It's more than one tin, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Well, way more than one tin.
Do you watch Taskmaster and think, I could do this?
Yeah, sometimes, obviously, yeah.
I think it's quite easy when you're sat on your sofa.
Yeah. Like most things.
Yeah.
So many TV shows where you sat on your sofa and you're like, I could fucking... Like The Cube. The Cube's a great example.
Oh, yeah.
The Cube, I'm always like, I could fucking do that.
Yeah.
And the machines always just looks at me and goes, no, you fucking couldn't.
Yeah, it's the same like The Chase and stuff as well. Like if I'm watching The Chase...
The Chase is well hard.
I can be banging out answers all evening. And then the kids will be like, why don't you go do it? Because it's not the same. When you got a spotlight in your face and that timer's ticking away in the background and Bradley, what's his face, is stood in front of you. Yeah, well done. He stood in front of you. It's a whole... And there's an audience behind you while you're doing it. It's a whole different situation.
Oh, the pressure's on.
Because most of the time I'm just sat drawing and then listening, which is a really easy way to answer those kind of questions.
Yeah.
Like, because if you're focusing and thinking, it's harder. Because usually it just pings into your head.
Yeah, but what's the wheel?
No. Is it the Michael McIntyre one?
I've applied for that.
And how's that going?
Well, I'm waiting for a response, but I've applied for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they get round everyone that's in those applications? Sure, there's not tons of people
replying.
Mm.
They won't reply to everyone. But I'm hoping to stand out.
How are you going to stand out?
Because I didn't take it seriously in the slightest.
Perfect.
So I thought if I'm funny, there might be... And I mentioned, obviously I was like, I'm a tattoo artist. Because they fucking love tattoo artists.
Do they?
TV. Yeah, TV loves tattoo artists. Where have you been?
I don't watch that much shite.
Fucking tattoo fixers and all that bullshit. Tattoo artist of the year, Ink Master. Like, there's loads of TV shit.
Tattoo artist of the year?
It's the one that fucking Rose Hardy did.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Did you not?
Tattoo artist of the year.
It was a UK only thing. Rose Hardy did it. Oh, who were that? The guest. There was guest judges. Fucking loads of good artists on it.
I'm well annoyed with that.
There's a guy called is it TJ? TJ from Newcastle. Who are something J. Might have just been J. Might have just been J. I can't remember.
Probably part of that massive family.
But he was like really prolific when I was in Newcastle. Like loads of my friends were getting tired of him. He was on it. He's really good. There was loads of people good on it. There was a couple of shit ones. But then the guest artists, there was tons of mad talent on there. It was pretty good. And it wasn't like Ink Master where there wasn't like too much ridiculousness. There was some ridiculousness, but it wasn't as bad as Ink Master. Nobody was calling the clients canvases and shit like that.
Oh,
my canvas is being really difficult.
I hate that.
Yeah, I fucking despise that shit.
Yeah, same. And also the idea of a tattoo artist of the year, that's annoyed me.
It's just competition, isn't it?
I don't see the need for it. Everyone should
competition?
Chill on things that are art based. I think they should just be left alone. I don't like the Oscars, Grammys, none of that shit. It just seems like a big circle jerk for the people in the industry.
Right.
It is though, isn't it?
I'll just get rid of my awards then.
What awards?
What about that?
Who did you steal that off of?
I won that.
Did you?
Yeah.
At Scottish Convention?
Yep.
Was it like 2017 or something?
Best of day.
Was it?
Yeah, best of day.
No one else show up or something?
No, I was against some heavy hitters.
Yeah?
Did not think I was stood next to Elliot Wells when I got announced, and I literally nudged him and went, "You're going to win this." Because his piece was sick. I genuinely nudged him and went, "This is you." And then they went, "Daryl Watson." I was like, "Fuck off." Like, I was genuinely shocked. And there was some other great, I think like Billy Hay was up there, and fucking maybe Miss Becker had a piece up there. There was some fucking mad talent I was going against.
That's sick.
And all I did was I did this fucking fox on a forearm with some flowers. It was good, but it was just this little fox, whereas other people had done like leg sleeves and shit. And I don't
think that counts for much though at conventions.
Yeah,
I don't know, the amount of it doesn't play extra.
Yeah,
I think sometimes something small, simple, and done well can beat a lot.
The only one I ever wanted to win, the only one I was ever like, I'd love to win one of them was like a London one. But then London's obviously dead now, so...
Yeah. Yeah, so, someone said, what conventions you doing? And I said I was going to do London one. They went, ooh! And I went, no, it's not the same one. I think they invited the whole of the UK.
The new London one.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that, though.
I'm looking forward to it as much as I look forward to any convention.
True.
Very little.
That's a great advertisement, Kier. Keep it up.
Yeah. Conventions
are fucking shit.
They're alright. They're fine.
Yeah.
I prefer just to be like at home watching TV.
Yeah. For me, they're like a necessary evil. That's how I've always seen them.
They're becoming more and more unnecessary, though.
Yeah, they are. No, but I find them necessary because I just like to see people.
Yeah, I mean, that side of it's probably the best side of it is the social element.
There's literally artists out there who I've maintained a friendship with only by ever seeing them at conventions.
Yeah.
As in, we talk online regularly, but the only time I've ever been in the same room as them is a convention. We've never, like, guessed at each other's shops or encountered each other in any other way, shape, or form. It's just always been a convention. So I work the same conventions every year that they work, and I'm like, what's up? And it's like, that's the only time I see them.
By the way, that's not how that looks.
What do you mean?
When you go to a convention and you've been talking to someone online, you built up like a rapport with them, maybe your friends, you've been chatting away online, You don't see them for the first time and then go, "Hey, what's up?" That's not how that works.
But that wasn't the first time. But that acting. That's not the right word.
Huh?
That example.
Yeah.
Wasn't me pretending to meet someone for the first time. That was me seeing someone who I chat to, who I've met on multiple times at conventions.
Okay.
And now I have a rapport with. Yes, you are correct. The first time, the first time, I'm like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, because especially if you haven't seen their face.
Someone's trying, it happens to me all the time where someone's, because I put my face on my Instagram quite a lot. Yeah. That's the difference. So people come up to me like, Daryl, how's it going? And I'm like, yeah, it's great, man. And in the back of my head, I'm going, who is this person? And I'm scanning everything, trying to figure it out. They'll walk away and be like, oh, it was nice to meet you, man. I'm like, yeah, you too. And the machine, it's happened so many times, the machine goes, who was that? And I was like, fuck if I know. And then later on, I'll be walking around and I'll see them tattooing and going, oh, it's them.
So that's a much better way of doing it. That's another way of doing it, at least. I've had both me doing it to people and them doing it to me. Actually, we talk to each other on Instagram sometimes, and it's nice to see you.
I just like when people are confident with it and they just go, oh, yeah, all right, I'm so-and-so, Instagram name is this.
Yeah.
Like, they just straight away, just like, I'm so-and-so, my Instagram name is Bedabadooby, and you're like, right. Because even sometimes the name, I'm just like, who's that?
Yeah. Sometimes they'll say their name, and that means no more.
Like, imagine if Mitch was like a nobody, and he was like, hi, I'm Mitch Allenden. You'd just be like,
yeah.
Who?
That's what I was saying. Like, some people's names
Sneaky Mitch. Like, you'd be, oh.
Yeah, some of the names don't tie up.
With mine is obviously Daryl Watson Tattoo, and my name's Daryl. It's super simple. Whereas obviously you're a good. If you didn't have your name in your bio,
I did change it recently
to have
my name in it. Yeah.
Ah, see, before you'd just be like, I'm booked in with KLP.
No, it said Fat White.
Oh yeah, fuck! I forgot about that.
It said Fat White for
Fat
ages,
White, yeah.
Which people would message me like saying,
"So fat."
Yeah. Yeah.
And did it make you sad?
No, it built a complex up.
Like, hey, fat boy.
Do you? What's up,
fat and white?
Look how fat and white this guy is.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, people used to message me saying, "Hey, fat." Like, yeah, thanks very much, man.
I thought it's just what you wanted to be going by.
No, it was just a play on flat white because it was white.
I know what it was. I remember when I asked you and I said, why is there going fat white?
It's not even interesting.
You just said, oh, it's flat white. I remember I asked you and I was like, why did you want to go for that? Like, after you told me that, and you just said, oh, well, I get flat whites. I was like, is that it? I was like, do you like them? And you were like, I think they're all right. It's not even like, oh, I fucking love flat whites. It's like my number one. I'm a massive coffee head. None of that. Just I get flat whites instead of lattes, isn't it? Like,
that's pretty much exactly how I speak as well.
It is, yeah.
That is how I would have said it. It's because a flat white's like this, and a fat white's like this. That's not how I normally describe it. I came up with that just then.
Nice.
Normally it is just sometimes I'll order a flat white, and flat rhymes with fat, but
it seemed like a funny thing to do at the time.
PH was cool for fat in the 90s, and I thought it'd be cool to bring that back. But now strangers just call me fat all the time.
That makes me sad.
And it was also because people were like searching Kier, and they would tell me they've searched my name and it's not coming up. So I thought I better change that. Make that fit better.
Well, mine's just Daryl Watson, because my name's Daryl Watson.
Yeah, mine's just at KLP Tattoo on Instagram.
Don't follow him. I just want to be disappointed.
Well, yeah, there is that. That's why I haven't got one of those awards and you have.
Exactly. Award-winning tattoo artist. Double.
Yeah, see, if I won them, I wouldn't be doing that.
I never do that. I've only mentioned my awards at least 100 times.
Sometimes you just yawn and I notice it's in your hand.
Both of them.
Oh, they're so heavy.
Oh, what's this? My awards? Yes. Best of day.
Sometimes you put them on my station. I come in to work in the morning and there's one sat there, a little trophy.
Sorry, Kier, sorry. I was just dusting my award.
Didn't mean to leave it on your station. Oh, how many awards have you got? None. Oh, sorry to bring that up.
How many have I got again? Oh, yes, 2 right here.
And you've done that every day since I've started.
Yeah, keeping you humble.
And it's got about as old as eating a pie every day.
Which, as we said, would be delicious.
No, it wouldn't.
I think it would be. It depends on the pie. Totally depends on the pie.
Yeah, it does. It's a lot of kids. It's far too many kids.
I love that you still think like that.
I am.
Yeah.
I can't think of 23, 24 names off the top of my head, that's why.
Imagine being responsible for 23, 24 people.
The amount of worry is the worst
Yeah.
bit. Just a serious amount of worry. But it does, like, if one of them got, like, really ill, you know, fuck it. Got loads more.
Well, they did have a kid that died.
Right. Okay. Well, I was doing it as a joke, and you've made it really sad again. It seems like every time I try and make this fun,
Sorry.
you're just like, right, let's talk about sad shit.
I'm just fact checking you. One of their kids died.
In those numbers, yeah, of course they're gonna.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
As a percentage, not bad odds. Like that's pretty good going.
I wonder how many of them are going to get cancer.
Half. That is the stat, isn't it?
I don't believe that stat.
I can't believe that you're doing this. Right. So you started off. Homelessness.
Sorry.
Homelessness. Dead children. Cancer.
I don't know.
Do you know, sometimes I do this because I'm wanting to have a good time.
What do you want to talk about?
And you show up.
What do you want to talk about? Let's talk about some Kier stuff. What do you want to talk about?
You don't really want to listen to what I've got to
No,
talk
come
about.
on. You can direct the conversation. What do you want to talk about right now?
Paedophiles.
I was hoping you'd say something wholesome. I was going to try and direct it straight into pedophiles. I was hoping you were going to say like sandwiches, and I'd be like, oh yeah, this one time I had a sandwich with pedophiles.
A bit into it, and I thought, is there pedo in this?
What with the bread? Oh, there he is!
These sneaky nonce sandwiches get me every time.
I was wondering what the heavy breathing was.
Oh, if your sandwich just heavily breathing at you. On the packaging it says, don't take near playgrounds.
What is that?
Probably a littering thing, I'd imagine.
Well, now we've ticked off paedophiles on the list,
Well,
eh?
that's it, yeah. So what
Cancer,
other horrible
pedos, homeless
things can we
people.
talk about? Great.
Love Island.
Oh, that's actually the worst thing you've brought up so far. Somehow after homelessness, cancer, dead children, and paedophiles, you've topped it off with Love Island.
How good's Love Island, though?
Are we going to talk about the suicide part of it, I'd imagine, if you're directing this?
Shh, not that bit.
No need to talk about that. Yeah, we'll brush over it and keep making millions. Yeah.
You've got Jeremy Kyle tattoo. Shut the fuck up.
That's not the same.
It's well the same. It's literally the same thing. It's the same thing, except I ain't got a Love Island tattoo. You have got a Jeremy Kyle tattoo, so...
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true. All of that is true. Doesn't undo the idea that Love Island is a pile of shit.
Okay. Married at First Sight? You on board with that?
I've watched one episode of that.
Well, you can't just watch one episode.
You can, because I watched it and I thought, this is shit.
Oh, well, you can't just watch one episode. You gotta... Like, even myself, the first... 6 episodes are fucking shit.
You've got 5 fingers. Why did you do this? The first 6 episodes, you've...
Because I did that. I don't know if you noticed, but I did that.
Who the fuck does that?
1, 2, 3,
That's
4, 5,
weird.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just go back and forth.
Nah, that don't work though, does it?
Why not?
Because how do you know if you lost count, you'd be fucked, wouldn't you?
I just don't lose count.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot you're excellent. Let me just write that in the manuscript. Never lost count ever. Rumor has that he's still counting to this day. He's on 8.
You can't watch one episode of Married at First Sight. You got to go in for the long haul, and when you do, it gets good.
I think if you have to watch a show for a really long time for it to get good,
it's not a really long time.
Show.
Well, no, because every show sets the scene.
Yeah.
What's your favorite TV show ever?
Ever?
Well, what's a show you straight away that you think, oh, that's fucking great?
Taskmaster.
Oh, fuck off.
Why?
I meant like a TV show.
It is a TV show.
It's a panel show. It's a joke show. It's not like a...
Oh. Sorry, one that's got suicide.
Like if you said QI, I'd be like, fucking... It's not the same.
Right, that would be in the same category because that was going to be my second answer.
Oh, fuck my arse. Right. A drama.
A drama?
Specifically a drama. What's your favourite one you've watched?
Would I lie to you? Like a drama. No, you don't mean a drama, though. You mean like car crash TV, right?
No, I mean a drama. Any drama.
Any.
Yep.
Peaky Blinders.
Boom. They set the scene at the start of the seasons.
Yeah.
They don't just throw you in with like, and now he's dead! It's like, they set the scene. They ease you in. They reveal new characters.
Yeah.
So in Married at First Sight, the first episodes are setting the scene, as in the couples get married.
Yes.
They don't hate each other straight away, like most marriages.
Like one couple got married each episode, isn't it?
For the first 4 or 5. That's why I said. That's why I said 6. I think it's the first 6 episodes are the couples getting married, or is it the first 3? I think it's 6. At the start, it's 6 couples, two couples per episode. So the first 3 episodes are all just marriages, and it's normally one of them will have drama at the wedding. All the rest are like, it's perfect. I'm so happy. Then the next 3 episodes, honeymoons, it goes fucking terribly. That's where it gets good. But you have to watch the first ones to set the scene. To just learn the names and the dynamics. There was a couple where the guy was like, I want fucking kids. And the girl was like, I don't. But they said this separately on VTs at the wedding. And then at the wedding, this didn't get addressed. And then on the honeymoon, it fucking kicked off.
Well, yeah, because someone in production didn't do their fucking job.
They do that all the time.
Okay, they did do their job. Because their job is to make this a fucking wreck, regardless of what it does.
I say this to Rasheen all the time. I was like, do you think sometimes they do this on purpose? Because sometimes they set them up based on like, hey, you both like cinema, but you disagree on all your fundamental beliefs. This'll go great.
It seems like that. You've both got ears. So, perfect match. Like that guy that had that. The one I saw was a guy who had a piercing. I can't remember what part of his eyebrow. It was his eyebrow that was pierced.
Okay.
There's something about it, right? That when I say to someone, I can't remember what this is, it comes into my head as I say it.
Maybe that's all you need.
It's very frustrating for me and the person I'm talking to.
Maybe you just need to admit defeat, and then that's that.
Yeah.
You can move forward with your memory.
Maybe that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had an eyebrow piercing, and he was walking down the aisle, and as he was walking down the aisle, she said that she wanted to take it. That's going to come out or something. And I thought, you're just a cunt.
That was good, though. Whoever that, I haven't seen this, whoever that was.
It was in Australia, I think.
She sounds horrible. And she probably would have made great TV down the line. Shit goes wild, man. Kicks off. It's great. It's really good. But if you don't like trash TV, you're obviously not... Yeah, whatever.
No, because you told me I should watch more trash TV. What did I watch when you said I should watch more trash TV? I watched something. You did say I should watch trash TV.
The Circle?
Do you make money from mentioning it or something?
The Circle?
Yeah.
I love The Circle.
I don't even know what it's about. I know it's about a circle. Michael McIntyre's involved.
Shut up. No, that's The Wheel.
Oh.
It's a very similar name.
Sorry.
I was like, my brain is instantly panicked and I thought, have I said the wrong thing? No, so that's The Wheel.
No, it's another round.
The Circle is the one where they live in a tower block and the contestants communicate via a social media app, but they don't see each other live.
Right, okay.
So they can pretend to be whoever they want to be, and it's the person who's most popular at the end wins.
Sounds like life.
So basically, in a nutshell, 10 people in a thing, they all talk through an app.
Is the app called The Circle?
Yeah, and people are either lying or telling the truth. So some people come in and they're like, I'm just going to be myself, I'm going to be honest. And some people come in and be like, one woman came in and said, I'm going to be my son. Very weird. That was the weirdest one that's happened.
That is great. The idea they'd go on and just fuck with people on... I would want to do that.
No, they don't fuck. No, they don't fuck. You're not fucking with them. You're trying to win the money.
Yeah, but you're pretending to be something to try and become more popular, right? And some people are like, I'm just going to be myself. Are you popular in your real life? No. Well, that's probably not going to work then, is it? I mean, that was... You
say that, though, but then the people that are themselves get the... Because people are always... Everyone in the show, including the people that are lying, are trying to sniff out liars. Everyone's constantly trying to sniff out liars. So if you are being authentic, you are being yourself, you're never tripping up or slipping up because you are just telling the truth. 9 times out of 10, they get far.
It is something we hold quite high in how we like people, is how truth and honest they are. Yeah.
So the big question is, Kier, if you went on The Circle, this show that you don't know, would you be
based in a rectangle?
Would you be yourself? Or the tower block actually has a circle on it, so yeah.
Okay, sorry, the cuboid has a circle on it.
Would you be yourself, or would you pretend to be someone?
I think I'd prefer to pretend to be someone.
Cool. Who would you pretend? Like, come on, let's make a profile. Me?
Nah, I'd want to win.
Yeah, I was thinking that's exactly what I thought. You're not going to get fucking foul with me.
I don't like drinking.
The X on my chin is because I'm boring.
Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Who would you pretend to be? What would you like? Would woman, man, old woman?
Oh, old man.
Young. Like this one, you got all these options. Young, old, mid. You got mum. You can be a mum or a dad.
Oh, I've really not thought about this.
And you can go as far as like, you could be disabled.
I don't know why my eyes lit up at that. I just like the idea of being something so far away from me.
I think they'd have a problem with it if you were disabled. If you're pretending to be a disabled
people on there.
No, they do.
In the building.
They do have disabled people on there, but no one so far has pretended to be a disabled person. I think that would like break some morals a bit. They're like kind of be like, you're just trying to. There was the only one that did get some controversy online was a guy pretended to be a single mother, specifically a single. He's not a dad or anything. He doesn't have any kids, but he pretended to be a single mother in order to win.
Right, you have changed my interest in this show. Now I know you can fuck with people.
Yeah,
that's changed everything.
That's the point of the show. You come on and you try to portray the best person, whether that is you or whatever the fuck you want it to be.
Okay. I'm going to be just like a bitch who's going to try and turn everyone against each other. Just be like, you won't believe what she said about you.
Oh, you wouldn't last long on that.
You would. Oh, yeah, because that's not popular, is it?
The popular people are nice, genuine people.
What about just going the opposite way and going, fuck you all, I don't like any of you?
Well, then you'd be gone within the first fucking minute.
I'd like that. If I was in there and one of the contestants said, hey, fuck you all, I don't like any of you, I'd be like, like?
Yeah, but you would be the only person that would like it. Because what you're not thinking is that every season that has been in this, it's a boiling pot of people. As in, you have people barely 18 and you have all like 60-year-olds.
Mm.
All colours, all backgrounds, everything. So you have to please all of them. That's what you're not remembering.
Is that like part of it as well? You have to please them?
So everyone votes for their favourites inside the building.
I can barely please myself.
The public does vote a little bit occasionally, but a lot of the voting is done via just them.
Right.
I think it's once a week or every 3-4 days. The building has a vote, and then
how long is this over?
It's like 6 to 8 weeks.
And there's an everyday thing like Big Brother.
Yeah. Mate, it's great. It's really good.
See, I liked Big Brother when it first came out. The idea was good.
Yeah.
And then after a while, they were just trying to make people argue. People get upset because it made ratings go up. I don't think the first season was like that, but I think the more it went on, it was trying.
Yeah, they were trying to push buttons and stuff.
Other. Yeah.
And this is somewhat like that, but
I suppose that's the desired effect they want from it at the end.
The most exciting thing is just when someone gets caught out in a lie.
I want to be an 80-year-old woman who is a nymphomaniac.
Oh, that's a sudden.
And she's pansexual. So there is no kink that is not in her wheelhouse.
Right.
She is filth.
Is that going to appeal to prudish people? You know, anyone who's remotely right-wing, who's on there, like a Tory, do you think they're going to be like...
Oh, she loves Tories.
Loves them. But are they going to love you?
Yeah, she's not out with it, but you can
if you're
tell.
like talking like your kinks and shit, they're going to be like...
Oh, she don't bring it up straight away. She's 80, so she's like a bit civilized still.
Eases you in.
Yeah.
Like a butt plug.
Yeah. She's wearing that all the time.
Of course.
It's just a piece of jewelry to her. But she doesn't tell people that.
Okay.
But if they start to bring it up, she just gets nasty straight away. So I once had 4.
But that could backfire. Because then what if someone questioned you about your kinks?
Oh, yeah, I'm Mr. Vanilla, so I'd have no fucking
Do you have
idea.
enough information about these kinks?
They'd be like, are you into tube tying?
That's what I'm saying. No, but I'm
trying to think of something random. But
in these worlds
that
we don't operate in, there's nicknames. There's nicknames for everything. Everyone's got like a little short and brief. Like, what's the one where people dress up as dogs? It's got a nickname.
Not furry, though, no?
Furries. Yeah, furries. They get called furries, whereas obviously the fetish is dressing up and fucking in dog costumes. But that's not what you say. You just say, I'm a furry. Although,
so that one's not going to be any good for me.
See,
Well, who would you be then?
I'd just be myself.
You're going to lose.
Like I said, Kier, people love tattooed people.
Do they?
Yeah, they genuinely do.
What about French people?
There's no French people in the circle.
They're banned. We'll have people from everywhere.
No, but I think
French.
my angle is right. So I think if I went on as myself, automatically anyone who's young is going to be like, it sounds so bad. They're going to be like, he's cool. Do you know what I mean? I hope.
Hey,
what's that in his hand?
What's that in his hand? Is that a Scottish Convention award that he's got there?
No, but I do think that younger people would automatically be like, oh, because fucking young people love tattoos, they love tattooists. I can't go anywhere without a young person being like, oh, fucking sick tattoos, mate, like all the time. You know exactly what I'm on about. It happens all the time. Every time you go somewhere, someone's like, oh, nice tattoo.
I've never heard of this, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck you.
So you think you're cool enough, and then...
But I think... so.
I know what you're saying.
Young people would automatically find me interesting, at least.
Yeah.
You know, they'd find tattooing interesting because most young people like tattoos. Unless there was some weird Tory young person, which is very unlikely. Then the older people, because of the whole premise of the show, they're not going to be horrible to me. That's kind of the point. No one's horrible to each other at the start. So
Can you
I
block
think...
people and stuff?
What?
Can you block people and that?
No.
Right, okay.
But when you get removed from the show, you get blocked.
See, that's their little, tagline. You've been blocked.
Yeah, you can't, mute people or anything like that. You just... If someone wants to message you, they just message you.
Right, okay.
But I think the older people, this is what I'm saying, so the older people I would just engage with, and I'd just be my nice, usual self. And I think they would end up kind of being like, oh, he's so much nicer than I thought for a heavily tattooed, scary man.
Yeah.
And then I'd win them. So I'd win the old people, I'd win the young people, and there's no one left, so I'd win.
The middle-aged people?
They're irrelevant.
It's only the young and the old that are worth talking to.
Well, yeah, because young people is 30 and below, and then old people is 30 and above.
That's well harsh. That's so harsh. If people live to 80, they're going to spend more of their life as an old person.
Yeah, but on this show, there's normally only one token 60-year-old, and then everyone else is a student or a fucking builder.
So just block her straight away. Get out of here with your kinks.
What, the old person?
Yeah.
Might be a guy.
I was more
there's a really adorable man who was on it who brought his dog? His cat. I think it was his cat. Brought his cat with him in the flat. It was great. He was really, really cute.
Honestly, I think I just want to fuck with people. I don't see myself wanting to go on there to win. I see myself just wanting to go on there just to see what I could get away with saying.
It's just weird.
It's not weird. It's funny. If it's funny to me, then that's worth it. That's what I would be like.
But that might hurt people's feelings, Kier.
Oh, it's really lonely in this room. I've got 3 dogs in here. I haven't got dogs in there at all.
You're just gonna make us up.
Yeah. And I'd be like, you can see them if you want. And then I'd paint a pillowcase to look like a dog, and I'd drop it out the window. And I'd put some heavy shit in it, and maybe a ketchup bottle. And then when it fell, it would just see how fast I get blocked after that.
Yeah, I mean, you probably get removed from the show for something like that. I think
we only allow the contestants to do that. Don't do it to dogs.
Yeah, I don't think you'd last long, in all honesty.
No.
If you went in there just fucking with people, then everyone would just sniff you out and get rid of you.
Maybe.
You've got to be nice.
Is there a group chat? Are people all talking to each other?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So you couldn't be...
There's the
people.
circle chat, which is the entire thing, but then you can make group chats.
Oh.
So this happens a lot. So a lot of the time there's alliances. There's genuinely been alliances where people have said, I will vote for you top and we'll get right to the end. And it's just you or me that wins. Let's do it that way. And they've done it.
Shit.
And they've just cheated, not cheated, but
cheated.
They've made their own little alliances. And then there's people who try to play every side. So they analyze so they don't talk to them, so I'm going to talk to them and them, in little group chats, and I'll play both sides so that everyone in there kind of votes me mid.
Got you.
And then if you voted mid all the way through, you're flying.
I think that is your strategy in it, because if you're at the top, you have a chance of being put back to the bottom again. Like if you're held up in high regard.
So when they vote every week, I know I love I'm telling you all about this show. When they vote every week for their favourite, the top 2 become starred, ticked. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like on Instagram, where your little blue tick.
A little blue tick.
They become the 2 most popular, or they've got a name for it, everyone is, and then they've got that until the next vote. But a lot of the time, the people that are most popular, everyone in the group then votes tactically and votes them bottom. So you'll fall from the top to the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I guessed. You're better off sitting in the mid all the time.
Yeah. And then it's the bottom 3, I think, are the ones that are at risk.
You're not in The Apprentice. It's better just not to get noticed much.
Never watched The Apprentice.
In any of those kinds of shows, it seems to be better to not get noticed much.
Yeah.
Because you can slip into the background and get yourself into like the last few people.
Yeah.
Just without fucking up too much, but without doing any heroics either.
Yeah.
Just sort of coast your way in.
In the last season of The Circle, I can't remember who won now, but I can't remember who won because it was a fucking nobody. It was someone that nobody outside was rooting for, like in the public. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, they'll be gone, like they'll go out in the first bit of the final," and then they didn't. They just went straight to the top, and then they showed at the end of the thing. For the first time, they showed a breakdown of everyone's votes.
Yeah.
To show you how it worked. Because I think even Channel 4 were like, people aren't going to believe this if they've won. People are not going to believe this. So we need to show the contestants voting for who they voted for. And it showed them voting and it showed like the statistics and everything getting knocked down and everyone getting chucked around. And then it just ended up with that person at top. Because they were voted like middle by everyone. Everyone was like, oh, I'll put them third. But they're my number 1. They're my number 5. Fuck them. And it was like, because it was all these juxtaposition things, but they were just constantly in the third. It just went ding, 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 right to the top.
Yeah.
They won.
That might happen.
And yeah.
Makes sense. It's good strategy to be average.
I would never go on this show because it's fucking ridiculous, and 6 weeks off sounds ridiculous as well.
Yeah, it's a long old time, isn't it?
Fuck that time off. Who has time to have this time off?
Yeah, old people.
Old people and students. Fucking old people and students.
That's why there's no middle-aged people on there.
That is genuinely why.
They're all doing shit.
They've all got fucking mortgages.
They've actually got stuff to do.
That's why. That makes complete sense.
Yeah, that's why they're not there. It's just the useless people of society they put into a building.
At both ends.
Yeah, at either end of the spectrum. Just anyone who needs their arse wiped has been put in this rectangle, cuboid with a circle painted on it.
Yeah.
Dead dogs flying out the windows.
But it makes great TV.
You have kind of sold it to me a bit.
You should watch it, honestly.
Maybe I will.
When there's a new season, I'll tell you. Because it's best to watch it. It wouldn't be a good thing to binge.
You just need to watch it as it's going.
I think so, yeah.
Unlike this, like people could just binge this, couldn't they?
Absolutely, yeah. They could definitely just, if you want to just binge it.
Like right now, if they wanted to, they could just, like, unless it's the same week that this came out, they could just click next episode and it would just play the next one right now.
Yeah. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Do we have that function?
Yeah, they've put in a playlist. So yeah, should be.
Oh, we have a playlist. Hey.
It's only part of it.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
I do none of the technical side of this show. Just so I've never said that yet. I do none of this technical side. All this editing you see and the flipping of the me and him and all that, it's all Kier. I do none of that. The clips on Instagram. I just show up.
I know I have.
I bought this. I paid for this.
You paid for it?
Not his. Not his. He bought his own. But I bought this and then I showed up.
It cost me my social life.
I think I bought that. I think that was my money.
Yes.
I think I bought this.
But you owed me half of that money that went towards this anyway. For other stuff I bought, yeah. So yeah, if you just click onto the next bit, it'll probably just play the next episode. And if it doesn't, just wait 7 days and then it will.
Don't leave your computer until then.
Nah, do.
For the next 7 days, just keep watching all the old episodes and just rack those views up for us.
Yeah, that would be good.
Solid.
Yeah, and then if not, if you just want to leave your laptop on and just put like some kindling wood underneath it, and that works great too.
Kindling wood?
Kindling wood.
Are you trying to create fires in people's houses?
Oh, yeah.
That's not very nice. Don't do that.
Okay, don't.
Imagine if someone does do that, we get fucking a letter.
Then in court, I'll go, this dumb cunt.
Yeah, that is true. Who the fuck would listen to us?
I go, right, if you think that's information to listen to, that's worth paying attention to, just listen to all the episodes before and figure out if this is something worth listening to. Sorry to people who do actually watch this. And that'll stand up in court, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They go, oh, but you didn't paint a dog onto a pillowcase and chuck it out of a window. But you were happy to put kindling wood under.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to say wood.
Would that start a fire?
No, probably not.
Should we find out?
Yeah. Just drop us a message if you've managed to set fire to your living room or your lap.
Send us a photo.
Yeah.
Send us a selfie.
That'll be great.
We'll feature it.
Man, if we just receive a picture of that dog in the fire with the tea. That'd be perfect.
That would be good.
Right, let's go.
Okay.
Bye!